Hello, Gamma Phi, your president reporting for duty. Today, I'm going to be recording my back and bicep workout, aka what you should be doing if you're training to audition for an aerial this upcoming October. Everything I'm doing can be modified, so if you need to do like lighter weights or not as many sets or not as many reps, do whatever you need to do for your body, but I'm just going to be showing you what I do. But have fun with it, and I'm really excited. Let's get strong together. I already warmed up, by the way. Make sure you stretch before this. So this is like back and bicep combined with abs. So I do abs, thanks to Sabrina, during my rests now. So if you want, you can do all the ab exercises at the end if you actually want to rest between your sets. But I just like to go really hard. Okay, welcome to your first exercise. So we're gonna be starting with like a warm-up exercise. So you're gonna start with like 6 reps of a super light weight, just focusing on form. Then we're gonna just jump to our first weight for our first set. We're doing 4 sets here. If you don't know how to do seated row, want to keep your elbows super low and back. You don't want to chicken wing it. No chicken winging it here. Bring the attachment straight to my belly button. Make sure your shoulders are really far away from your ears. Don't do that. You also don't want to be using your body like this. That's not good. Okay, your first set of 4, we're going to be doing 12 reps. Keep your elbows close to your side. Don't do that. First, we're going to be doing kind of like a leg lift with a reverse crunch. So you can have your arms straight right here. Legs go down. And then butt comes straight off the ground. Feet are going straight to the ceiling. Don't rock and swing into it. Not gonna work your lower abs. We're doing 10. And then at the end, you can do a little like crunched hollow hold for like 5 seconds if you're feeling fancy. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 more sets of this. I just did 65 for 12. I'm gonna do 75 for 10, 85 for 8, and 95 for 6. Do whatever weights you can do where it's like getting hard towards the last rep or 2. Try and go up, but whatever weights you need to do, I want you to try and stick to 12, 10, 8, 6 reps. I'm not gonna record the last 2 sets of this to save storage, but I am gonna record the abs that you're gonna do after each. All right, I'm dying. I just finished set number 2. Now we're gonna do the same thing we did for the first abs, but we're gonna add little scissor kicks. Literally same thing, everything else. Scissor kick down and up, and then reverse crunch. We're doing 10. All right, dying part 3. Third ab exercise. We're doing 40 crunches essentially, but 20 of them, your feet are on the ground. And then the next 20, your feet are at a 90-degree tabletop. Make sure with this tabletop that your lower back, like you can't get your hands under. You can either put your hands here, make sure your shoulder blades come off the ground without like using momentum, or you can do here, but make sure your elbows are out and not like this. Whew. I'm dying too, trust me. Okay, 4th set of seated row, and then we're gonna do 20 V-ups. All right, dying part 4, literally dying. If you cannot do an actual V-up, put your hands on the ground and push yourself. Congrats, you finished your first exercise. Welcome to literal hell on earth. I'm so sorry ahead of time. I'm so sorry. So this is barbell row, and I call the second exercise gravity row. Basically just like you're hanging underneath doing rows with your body weight against gravity. I'm gonna go through the form with no weight first, just so everyone is on the same page. This is also a 4-set-a-rooney. The actual row with the bar, we're gonna be doing 12, 10, 8, 6 reps again, just like we did with seated row. And the gravity rows, which I'll show you underneath, those are gonna be just 10 reps for all 4 sets. So those reps don't change and we don't add weight, it's just your body weight. You are going to start by hinging your hips back. A hip hinge is essentially like your hips are the only thing that's moving. So your hips are gonna go back. I have a slight knee bend, but it's not like anything crazy. And make sure you're not like hunched like this either. So you wanna have a nice tight core. Your hips are going back and you're stopping kind of like once you can't push back any farther. So this is our body position for the barbell row. And we're gonna do underhand. So you're gonna be here, you're gonna be pulling up. My shoulders are staying away from my ears, notice, but my whole shoulder blades are kind of rolling together as I'm pulling up. So my back looks like that as we're doing the row. We're gonna row up, elbows back, not chicken winging it, no chicken wings allowed. Belly button to like crotch range is where you want that bar to hit. Gravity row is you are under the bar, your hands are like in the same spot as they were up here, but you are literally just underneath the bar. I put my heels on the ground. I'm too short to have like straight legs, but the straighter your legs are, the harder it is. So if you need to like majorly modify, have your legs like right here. But you're doing that same row motion, but you're just underneath the bar. The difference with the gravity row, you're gonna be hitting the bar right at the bottom of your sports bra line if you're a girl, if you're a guy. Imagine you're wearing a sports bra and that's where it's gonna go. Elbows close to your body, not like out like that. You're just gonna row up and back. Again, if you need help, have your feet right there. No ego amigo, bro. And that is 10 at the end of every set. Sorry that explanation was so long. I just want to make sure everyone knows what they're doing. So me personally, I'm starting with 25 plates on each side. We are also doing abs between everything for this as well. Be grateful today. Let's go. Dying. Okay, abs, reverse crunch with crossed legs, and kind of a bottom leg lift. We're gonna go up, fingertips if you can. Tap your heels far away from you with still flat back. I'm gonna do 30s for 10, 35s for 8, and then if I'm feeling fancy, I might do 45s for 6. All right, fam, work. You're gonna do 10 heel taps. Okay, abs, we're doing dead bugs. 10 per side again. Tabletop position, opposite leg, opposite arm, go out. Keep your back flat. All right, last abs. We're doing penguins on steroids. Shoulders off the ground, bottom of your back is flat. Again, you're gonna touch each heel and then crunch. We're doing 10, so this is 1, 1, 1, all the way to 10. Sabrina gets credit for these, so y'all can terrorize her, not me. All right, guys, good job. Second exercise done. All right, next up, guys, we've got biceps. So you're gonna want the straightest cable attachment you can get. You wanna put the cable to the lowest setting possible, and we are basically just doing bicep curls with this, except with a twist. So you're gonna do a weight that's heavy for you. You're gonna do like the set amount of reps for that set, and then you're gonna drop the weight by half-ish. Then you're gonna do the same amount of reps again. We're doing 3 sets of this, by the way. You're welcome. For example, I'm gonna put this on 40 for my first set, and I'm gonna do 12 reps. Then immediately, without a rest and without abs, I'm gonna put it down to 20, and I'm gonna do another 12. And then after that, then we do the abs, okay? You can have your elbows like here if you want. You can have them here if you want. As long as you're not like, you do not need to take the weight to your shoulder. You don't need to do that, because at that point, you're transitioning the work from your bicep to your rear delt. So wherever you close all the way with your elbow not going forward, that's where you need to stop. Because then when you go down, it'll still work your biceps instead of transitioning the work to a different muscle when you go down, if that makes sense. And go. 12. Drop your weight. Same thing. First ab thing, we're doing leg lift, but instead of a reverse crunch at the end, you're gonna bring your knees to tabletop and we're gonna crunch. We're doing 10, so it looks like this. Elbows wide, back flat, you know the drill. Okay, second set of 3. This is called a drop set, by the way. You're doing the same exercise, but you're dropping the weight halfway through. Fun facts of the day. We're gonna be doing 10 reps, drop the weight, 10 more reps, and then abs, of course. I'm dying. Oh my God. We're gonna do bicycles. Counting 1, 1, 2, 2. You get it. Keep your back flat, please. I'm gonna get a tattoo that says keep your back flat by the end of this workout. Sorry, they not like us is playing. For my last weights, I'm doing 45, 25, and we are gonna do 8 reps, drop, another 8 reps. Wait, why am I at 10 right now? Okay, abs. So you're gonna do butt up like we did in the beginning, and then touch your toes. So it's 1, 1, and we're gonna go to 10. 10, 10, crunch. Ow. Okay, fam, if you were mad at me before, you're gonna be so mad at me right now. You're gonna be literally mad, but it's okay. But look at the back though. Do you want a back? Yes, you do. We're doing seated, isolated, or ISO for short. Seated ISO row, supersetted with dumbbell preacher curls. And we're doing this isolated so you can have a little bit more of a stretch on the way down and a little bit more of a turn, turning your body towards that arm on the way up. We'll do 3 sets of this. You're welcome. We're gonna do 12, 10, 8 reps, and then probably do the same amount of reps for preacher curl. You're gonna stretch. Keep your shoulder away from your ear as much as you can, and keep your elbow low. We don't want to chicken wing it, remember? And you're gonna row up, like that. We're gonna do 12. After that, we're gonna go to preacher curl. Try not to rest. I'm doing a 20-pound dumbbell. You only need 1 dumbbell. So be very careful with this. I injured myself for a while doing this. This is a dumbbell exercise where you don't want to straighten your arm all the way because there's a teeny tiny muscle in here where if you straighten your arm all the way, it's going to initially use that muscle to get to this point before it moves to your bicep for the rest of the contraction. And such a heavy weight for such a tiny muscle that's not supposed to be working can cause injury. You'll see I keep a slight bend on this. And remember, only squeeze until your bicep is done contracting. You don't need to go all the way up. I lost count. Since you're isolated, you can assist yourself to failure if you want to push yourself to failure. Probably towards the 3rd set when I'm tired, you'll see me assisting my wrist. You want to assist yourself as little as possible to finish the rep because you still want to be pushing that muscle to failure, but you don't want to lose your form. Abs. Okay, we're gonna do alternating V-ups. So we're gonna do opposite arm to opposite foot. V-up, V-up. If you can't do this, do that if you need to assist. We're gonna do 20 on each side. So this is 5, 5, 6, 6. That's how you count these. Oh my God, y'all, I'm dying. All right, we're gonna do 10. I'm gonna do 10 preacher curls, and I'll meet you back for abs. We're gonna do scoops. You're gonna be scooping your legs up. So we're gonna go one leg, both legs, one leg, both legs. That's 1. We're gonna do 10. It's worth it. Just as I suspected, I'm gonna spot myself for the last 2. All right, you better work. Best thing about this is you don't have to count, you just fail. Okay. You better be pushing yourself. I'm pushing myself. For your abs, we've kind of reached the end of all of our new stuff. So we're gonna do the leg lift raise that we did first. We're gonna do 10 of them. Work. Guys, we're so close. I need you to stick with me. I'm dying, literally dying. I know you're dying too. Guess what? Dying is temporary. In the gym, dying is temporary, but you want to challenge the human body. So for this, you want the cable high enough so that you can stretch up, stretch, and then engage, and then start your rep. You're gonna have the opposite knee up, and your elbow is gonna go a little behind your back, kind of at an angle. We're pulling from high to low. We're doing 12, 10, 8 reps, 3 sets, no abs. This is the last exercise of the workout, by the way. You're welcome. You're almost there. Whew. Okay, I'm staying at 32.5 for all 3 sets. I'm gonna do 10 of these, and then 8 more, and then we'll be done. Work. Guys, it's the last set. Oh my God. Don't give up on me now, please. Please don't. And that's the big Julie pull day for you. Congratulations. Hey, if you reach this point, high five. If you have any questions, reach out. Y'all should have my Snapchat. I'm more than happy to answer any questions if there's confusion. This workout, once you get in a groove and kind of know what you're doing and know what weights you're doing, this should only take 60 to 70 minutes. I hope you all are having an incredible summer. Eat your protein. If you need advice on what to eat to help build muscle, again, reach out. I promise I'm not scary. Even though I have big muscles, I'm not scary. I'm literally not scary. Peace and love. Get swole and take advantage of today. I love you guys. Bye.